If you thought Sistas Season 9 ended on a peaceful note for Zach and Fatima, Tyler Perry just made sure that calm didn't last long. The new Season 10 trailer has sent shockwaves through the fandom, because in one jaw-dropping moment, Zach is seen confessing to Fatima that he saw Andi naked. The clip opens with Zach nervously on the phone, his voice careful and uncertain as he tells Fatima the truth. Her face instantly shifts from confusion to disbelief. The silence that follows is louder than words. You can practically feel the air leave the room. But Fatima being Fatima, she doesn't just sit there. The trailer cuts to her marching straight into a restaurant where Andi is having a meeting with her mother, ready to confront her best friend head-on. The scene is pure intensity, heels clicking, jaw tight, eyes fierce, the classic Fatima energy fans have missed. Explosion symbol: the confession that shook fans. Zach's admission that he saw Andi naked wasn't something anyone saw coming, especially after the progress he and Fatima made in Season 9. They had just worked through misunderstandings, jealousy, and emotional distance. So hearing something like this out of the blue hits hard. Fatima's reaction in the trailer is a mix of hurt, anger, and total shock. Her mind is racing. Why is Zach telling me this now? How did this even happen? And why didn't I hear about it sooner? For fans, this moment instantly reignited the fire that has always fueled Zatima's storyline: trust versus transparency. Fatima's fierce energy returns. If there's one thing Fatima doesn't do, it's stay quiet when she feels betrayed. Her walk into that restaurant says it all. She's not coming to talk, she's coming to get answers. Andi's calmness as she sits across from her mother is a sharp contrast to Fatima's storm-like entrance. The tension is immediate. Fans can already feel that this is going to be one of the most emotionally charged confrontations between the two best friends yet. Broken heart: Zach's side of the story, the moment it all happened. While the trailer doesn't show how it happened, long-time viewers know the backstory, and it changes everything. When Karen went into labor at Zach and Fatima's house, Fatima had to rush her to the hospital. Before leaving work that day, Fatima noticed something off: Andi's phone lying on the parking lot floor. Trusting her instincts, she called Zach and asked him to check on Andi, worried she might be in trouble. Turns out, she was right. Andi and Gary had been kidnapped by Hudson and Jasmine, a dangerous setup that could have ended in tragedy. When Zach arrived, Jasmine had already been shot, and Hudson was seconds away from pulling the trigger again. Zach jumped in just in time to rescue both Gary and Andi. After getting her safely home, Zach realized his phone battery was dead and none of the living room outlets worked. He plugged his phone in Andi's bedroom, went back to the living room to wait, and that's when it happened. Andi, not realizing he was nearby, stepped out of her room completely naked as she tried to change. Zach froze, turned around immediately, and backed out while stammering, my bad, I'm sorry." He grabbed his phone, eyes averted the whole time, and quickly left the room. When Andi came out, both of them agreed he didn't see anything and swore not to speak of it again. So why is Zach telling Fatima now? That's the million-dollar question. High voltage sign: honesty or damage control? Fans are divided. Some believe Zach's confession is proof of his growth, showing that he's done keeping secrets, even innocent ones. Others think his timing might create unnecessary chaos in a relationship that finally seemed to be healing. But one thing is certain: Zach's decision to tell the truth proves he's trying to live differently. He's no longer hiding behind jokes or silence, he's facing the uncomfortable, even if it costs him peace in the moment. Performing arts Tyler Perry's signature twist. Conflict as a test of love. This storyline is a perfect example of how Tyler Perry builds emotional depth. Instead of throwing random drama at his characters, he uses conflict as a mirror. For Zach and Fatima, every misunderstanding is a test of growth. This time, it's not about jealousy, it's about trust, timing, and communication. Perry's brilliance lies in forcing his characters to face real-life relationship struggles in exaggerated but relatable ways. Just when viewers think Zatima has conquered it all, he drops a new layer of emotional chaos that keeps fans glued to their screens. Eyes the restaurant confrontation. Friendship on the line. Back at the restaurant, Fatima's anger is about more than the naked incident. It's about loyalty and boundaries. Andi might be her best friend, but this situation crosses personal lines that are hard to ignore. The trailer cuts right before Fatima speaks, leaving fans screaming for the next scene. Will she call Andi out in public? Will Andi defend herself? Or will both women realize they're caught in a misunderstanding that could destroy not just a friendship, but Fatima's trust in Zach? This is the kind of tension that Sistas thrives on, emotionally explosive, unpredictable, and heartbreakingly human. Red Heart # what this means for Zatima moving forward. No matter how this plays out, one thing is certain. This storyline will either make or break Zach and Fatima. If they survive this, it'll be because they've learned that honesty, even when it hurts, is the ultimate form of love. But if old insecurities resurface, it could reopen wounds they've only just started to heal. Tyler Perry has made it clear, peace isn't permanent in Zatima's world. But that's what makes their story so real. Love that's constantly tested, yet always finds a way back. Because when Zach and Fatima fight, they fight hard, but when they love harder. Red Heart # fire.